Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokémon LeafGreen, my mono grass run. I have to admit, I was originally planning on doing some updates for Gold tonight, you know, the baby run, but despite doing some grinding, I just didn't get enough levels to really deal with Houndoom yet. Yeah, Houndoom is a major nuisance for me. It's unbelievably powerful, to be honest. I guess not unbelievably, but gosh darn, is it like one of the few Pokemon that always seems to give me trouble in a lot of runs, because there's no good way to get around it, usually. I really don't have any good options for dealing with it right now, besides leveling up and trying to set up maybe a mean look Perish Song combination, trapping it in battle, and then switching out just as we're about to both die, so it's forced to, you know, to get knocked out, well, maybe killing off one of my Pokemon, you know, maybe. I might just take a mutual defeat, to be honest. Well, let's see. Well, let's start off with Sleep Powder. And yeah, almost all his Pokemon are on the same level, so he didn't get that much more powerful since the last time we fought him, though he does have a Kadabra now. I guess I should throw out my Leech Seed. And let's face it, Pidgeotto may wake up at any time, and I'd like to be able to nerf at least some of the damage it gives me when it hits me with Gust. Every little bit counts. But we're seeing the usual problems come into play here, I suppose. When you have to catch Pokemon much later in a run, you end up having certain Pokemon that are just way over-leveled in comparison to the rest, and that's definitely on display here. Oh, Sand Attack. Well, darn it. That's even worse in some ways. Well, no. What am I gonna do here? I may have to switch out and then hope whatever I switch into can just deal with this thing. Please give me back at least 6. Thank you. Okay, let's try this again. Well, hopefully it stays asleep. And we'll let it bleed off some more from Leech Seed, then switch out. That way I can get rid of the effects of Sand Attack. I don't like this plan, I'll admit, but gosh darn it, does it feel necessary. And yeah, Parasite managed to get a level 2. Mr. Bell just wasn't quite capable of finishing off one Diglett, so out goes Parasite for a finishing scratch. After all, I do resist ground attacks a bit here. And that's all I really needed. Oh, is it gonna stay asleep and I'll be able to finish it off with my scratch attack, or at the very least let Leech Seed kill it off? Well, almost. Charmeleon, eh? Okay, time to whip out Sleep Powder again. Probably gonna use it against Kadabra as well, or I'll just go straight up for a kill with Razor Leaf. I'm not sure. After all, Kadabra nowadays just is a bit of a glass cannon. It's got the power, but it doesn't have the defenses to really take a hit. So if it doesn't kill you in its first shot, it's basically all over for it. Sad truth, I suppose. I really need to pick up Body Slam or something here for Gardenia, because I hate relying on Leech Seed and Tackle as my main combo. It's not a good combo to be relying on. I mean, it works well enough for my purposes right now, but it's not something I want to be stuck with for forever, you know? Oh, great, you're using the same sort of strategy I had to deal with earlier for a switch in. Well, I'll try this again. Okay, gotcha. Question is, do I want to switch over to Mr. Bell now? Or do I want to send out Parasite again? Man, whoever gets out, it's probably going to get murdered. I have to admit. Wow, that did hardly anything. Jeez. Okay. Well, now. Guess we'll drop Mr. Bell back out there. Do it, Mr. Bell. You got this. Yeah, I know. Mr. Bell doesn't have this at all. Unless Charmeleon obliges us by staying asleep the entire time. And bam! Killed by Ember. Well, I saw that coming. But at least he got rid of the smoke screen. I suppose if I stayed out there and used another tackle, maybe Mr. Bell could have won. Maybe. Though no, my luck, he would have just woken up and just flamed it anyway. Okay, Charmeleon's dealt with. And that leaves the other major pain in my backside, Kadabra. But we got 9 levels on this sucker, so let's just throw a Razor Leaf at it. And he started off with Disable. Why not Confusion? I actually would have been afraid of that. No, he's sticking to Disable. Gosh darn it. Why can't he land a Disable, man? That's kind of crazy. I mean, I know my last attack missed, but you think at some point you'd connect with that. Ugh. I guess Disable's not one of his better moves. I just don't understand his obsession with it. I must disable you. Just set himself up there for failure, man. Oh, Eradicate? I'll take out Eradicate. With Razor Leaf. Yeah. Why do all my battles with my rivals need to take at least 7 minutes? And these are the early battles before he's even got a full team, and they're already taking a long time. I can't imagine how bad the final battle's gonna be if this one took this long. I'm sure you gotta add on a little bit of time there for getting here, but at most that was like, what, 30 seconds or so? Because I made a beeline straight for the captain's office in order to get cut. Yeah, it's handy, but only for getting rid of trees. I may or may not take it, I don't know, on Mr. Bell. I mean, if I do that to him, he's basically going to get stuck as a utility Pokemon, and that would suck. So it may be worth my while to catch another Pokemon that can handle having the HM on it. But I'll rather have the HM anyway, since I can teach as many Pokemon as I want. Including ones I may or may not ever use. Because I am fond of using HM slaves, usually. Even when doing these runs. Life's just usually easier that way. Let's see. Yeah, let's get off the ship. There might be stuff I'm missing. Like some TMs and stuff, but you know what? Whatever. They're not worth the time and effort it take to find them. Probably. I'll have to double check later. But for now, I'm not really worried about it. It's not like I haven't skipped out on them before and done fine. Well, there goes the SS Anne. It's gone for good. Well, next time we'll be taking on Lieutenant Surge. Until then, see ya.